Hi, I'm Wilco, and in this video I'm here volunteering at a Headrocks dog shelter in Thailand, and there's 70 dogs through there. I'm here for a couple of days and I'm going to take you through so we can have a look at what it's like inside. So everyone's very quiet right now because it's just been raining, so everyone's hiding inside underneath their different shelters. There's so many dogs here. I can't believe how calm they are. If you look, they're all just sat here. They've got their little coats on because it's been raining. They're all just sat very quietly. Do you like some of this? Hello. And then you've got the full benches down here with everybody on. Hello. Hello. Hi. Hi. Show you, introduce the owners here of Headrock Dogs Rescue. So we've got Verity and Tape. They've both been running this place for how many years?
16.
Wow. 16 years. And how many dogs in total here?
80.
Wow.
Yeah, 80.
So many dogs.
At the moment,
Oh, so yeah, tell me a little bit about like the dog shelter here and like how you kind of came about having dogs.
Our idea when we built the house was we were going to have this as a small resort because we're right near the sea. But during the year that it took to build our house, over 40 puppies were dumped on the building site, which was here. And Tape found homes for all of them. Some of them are still here as old ladies. Some of them are. But all the puppies at that time you found homes for, didn't you? Yeah. Everywhere.
Amazing.
Yeah.
So you're pretty much 40 in and 40 out in the space.
Yeah, in the year.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Wow. And this is
that's
people locally that were adopting?
Yeah, we only adopt locally.
Uh-huh.
We don't do overseas.
Yeah.
No. And I mean, some of the dogs have gone to Bangkok. One or two of them gone down to Koh Samui. So they've gone around Thailand, but the majority is in Bangsapan. Yeah.
Look at this one.
And Jerry?
And it's Jerry.
Hi, Jerry, he wants to talk to
I'm amazed he's not barking at you.
I know. I mean, he has been barking at me a lot when I come in. He's not sure.
Yeah.
I think it helps that you two are with us.
Well, yeah. He's been great.
Oh.
It's been great. Yeah. Well, in the pens here, that's where our paraplegic dogs are.
Uh-huh.
We have 6, I think, but they've been with us.
2 outside, 2 inside.
And two in the,
two inside,
and the
yes,
house is wow.
Yeah.
So it's like 8
Yes.
paraplegic dogs.
Yes.
So that would be dogs that either paraplegic will mean dogs that either have like their legs don't work or they've got issues with their spine.
Yeah, most of them have broken spines. Yeah, if it's a broken leg, nearly always an operation that can be mended, and then they can go back to where they came from, or get adopted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. And is this all of the dogs over here on the wall?
These, yes.
Yeah.
Come and have a look. One of our volunteers did this for
Amazing.
us to help all other volunteers.
Yeah.
Yeah. And this is all our dogs.
So many dogs. How do you remember all their names?
Well, I do. Occasionally I forget a name.
Yeah.
I've got one name the other day. But yeah, they're ingrained in our brains.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah.
Let's go.
Paraplegic dogs?
Yeah, let's have a look.
Yeah.
Let's go visit
And
some of the.
You can talk about Cusack as well.
Yeah.
So we just had terrible rainstorms, so it's a big mess here, I'm afraid.
And everyone's all protected from the rain now with the.
We all have the blinds.
Yeah.
So,
Let's keep the
Frank, you
dogs.
want to say hello?
Hello. So yeah, tell me about how Cusack came to be here.
Someone dumped him on the road. He can't walk, have no fur at all. So,
I'm blind.
Wow. When was this?
4 or 5 years ago. And he have no fur at all because the man.
And he nearly died. He nearly died several times. He had really high fever. his skin condition was appalling. Yeah, we nearly lost him twice. It pulled him through.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now he's best friends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now he's
Daddy.
Mr. Casanova.
Casanova.
Well, it's Casanova with hope.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's his girlfriend.
Oh.
Oh.
Hope.
She has one leg. So her back was broken and she was thrown away with a group of other dogs, obviously all owned by the same person. I think it might have been a situation where maybe a European had to go back home and ask the Thai person to look after these dogs, and they were thrown away, which often happens. So she already had a broken back, and she was thrown into a concrete storm drain, which broke her front leg. Right, and thank heavens it wasn't raining at the time, otherwise she would have drowned. And this is a storm drain right down by the sea, and the sea is tidal as well.
Wow, so
Yeah, so it would have come in, you know. Anyway, somebody found her, and then contacted one of our volunteers, who went. Nobody could get near her. She was so terrified. She was really aggressive. He was brave enough to put a towel over her head, and pick her up and get her into a cage and carry her off to the vet, who the vet told us basically she needed to go straight to Hua Hin, which is 200 kilometers away, to have her leg checked because he couldn't do anything. He can't do operations. So we looked after her. She was in such a mess and such a state, emotionally as well. So we didn't go straight away. We waited. We did her wounds and things, but after about 3 days, we took her. And then they did x-rays and things, and they said, well, this leg, we can't save this leg because the break is, she'll never have time for the bones to heal, you know, or basically it wouldn't work. So they said she had to have it amputated. So there she is. She's been with us for 6 years. She loves being scratched. It's her favorite thing.
Yeah, you can see that.
Isn't it? Love being scratched.
And she's the lead singer.
Yes.
The lead singer.
And
She's the one who started to bark first.
And
then 80 dogs. Bark
Start.
like a big
Yeah.
concert.
yeah, they all follow her.
She's the ringleader.
Yeah, she's a ringleader. So we got a wheelchair for her, for 4 wheels for her, which her sponsor paid for. Came from America. He did all the research. He was wonderful. He's a wonderful man. Her sponsor. He did all the research because a lot of people, organizations, they didn't want to make a wheelchair for a one-legged dog. They said it would be impossible for her to balance herself, you know, in the wheelchair. It would tip over. Anyway, he found someone who said, yes, okay, we'll do it. We'll try. So she's got a wheelchair and she goes in it. She doesn't go very fast and she hops along, but she's happy in it. When she sees it, she comes running, you know, she comes over to the door like, oh, wheelchair time. Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah.
She loves it.
Yeah, so she likes it. But, you know, she, as I say, she doesn't have the energy to go very far.
But I saw with also these guys as well in the cage next door. When their wheelchairs were out, they were like so excited.
Oh, they love it.
And they just like dart and go, and then after 10 minutes they just come back and just like collapse, and they're like, "I'm done now." So it must be so amazing that they get to just explore and smell, because dogs want that. Their brain needs that stimulation, don't they, to like sniff different things. And so that's amazing.
Yeah, no, they love it. They love it.
We've got
9
all together.
Yeah, 9, and they were thrown on right beside the road, a fairly busy road.
Yeah.
All terrified. They were tiny. They're not tiny now. They're a big monster. They've all got the jackets on.
Oh.
So we can get in quick.
I know.
I've got one. Hello. Oh my gosh. Wow, you guys have got so much energy.
Okay, like this. Take like this.
Uh-huh. Oh. Wow. Oh, they've got your glasses.
Oh dear,
No. Off.
not a good idea. Not a good idea.
Wow.
Yes.
Anything that's not
Yes.
tied down is going,
Yeah.
basically. Oh, wow. Hello.
Lovely girls and boys, they're getting so big now.
Wow. So
They-
how old are these then?
They like about 3.5 months.
3.5 months.
Yeah,
They're so
yeah.
babies.
Yeah, it's still good. But in about another couple of weeks, they're going to be neutered.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
And then,
and then we'll start looking for homes for them.
yes.
Yeah, they're fully vaccinated now. They've had both their combine and their first rabies. Then they'll be neutered, and then hopefully we'll get them adopted, and their doctors will get them their second rabies. Yeah.
Comes to puppies, how is it easy to get them adopted?
At this size, yes.
Uh-huh.
Yes,
Right.
not difficult at all.
Ah.
But you know, once if you get that 4 months, 4.5 months, we can just. But once they're bigger than that, we can still get them adopted, but it's more
There we go.
difficult. Takes longer as well.
Yeah.
But no, they're a good size. Oh
Oh,
gosh! Sonny, your camera.
That's all right. It can go underwater. It can, so it can handle some puppy lips. And why do they have the jackets on? Because people watching might think it's Thailand. Like, why do the dogs need to have jackets on when it's 30 degrees?
Well, yeah, but I mean, for the puppies, they feel that because they've born in Thailand, you know, they're Thai, obviously Thai dogs. They feel it. They feel the cold. They feel the chill.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So when it's raining.
So when it's raining
Yeah.
and it's weather like this, because there's no sun, and then you can feel the temperatures dropped.
Yeah.
So we put jackets on them just to keep them safe. Yes.
Oh,
Actually, I'm amazed they're all wearing them because usually they pull them off. They pull them off each other. No. Get your heads out the way. That's okay.
bye-bye, puppies. So you've got so many dogs here, and so many dogs that are in need special care, like the paraplegics.
Yes.
Like, how do you manage to look after them? I'm guessing you obviously you've got a team here.
Yeah. Well, we've got 2 girls who are really, really good.
Mm-hmm.
And they do all the wound dressing, and all the medicine, all the medication.
Yep.
I tell them what every dog what they need, and then they give to the dogs.
Uh-huh.
So that helps. But when wound dressing and things, Tape does a lot of wound dressing, don't you, Tape?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone.
Yep.
Yeah.
The other on-site doctor.
Yes, yeah. And he gives the antibiotic injections if they need injections.
And then you also have volunteers that help as well.
Yes, like
Yep.
yourself.
Mm.
Yes.
But you've got permanent volunteers that have...
We have 2 volunteers from Switzerland. Well, they live here for 8 months of the year, and then they go back to Switzerland.
Amazing.
And for 4 months.
Yep.
Yeah. And they've been volunteering with us for 9 years. Wow. Yeah.
But then you also, so you have those that are permanent volunteers, and you've got people like me that are here temporarily for a few days to help.
Yeah.
And so you want people to also come and volunteer if they love dogs and they want to be part of helping to look after them here.
Yeah. We love volunteers because the volunteers have time to sit and cuddle the dogs, brush them.
Yeah.
And it's good socialization for them as well. Different people coming in. Yeah,
That's
it's
true.
good
So
for
they're
them.
not so. It takes a while, doesn't it? Like it takes them a couple of hours to get used to you, smell you, check you out.
Yeah, well, in a couple of hours is pretty good, actually.
Okay.
You know, during COVID, obviously we didn't have any volunteers.
Yeah.
And then for last year, we didn't have any until the end of the year, really.
Oh, wow.
So volunteers have only just started to come back to us.
Because they stopped because of COVID.
Yeah, because of COVID.
yeah.
COVID.
And so less tourist people coming over to Thailand as well, I imagine.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's right.
Obviously, because you've got quite specific needs here for the dogs, and generally, like the feeding operation here is like something I've never seen before. Trying to feed like 60 dogs all in one
80?
go.
No, actually 70 out here.
70, yeah, 70 dogs
Yeah.
all in one go without them trying to grab each other's little food, without it turning into a massive brawl.
No.
So I think it's like 15 kilograms of rice you go through a day, you were calculating earlier.
Like that, yeah.
So how do you fund all of that? Because that's not cheap.
Donations.
Okay.
Yeah, donations. We are a donations-only shelter, except our neutering program that is sponsored.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, but here, all the treatment, all the emergency operations, everything, food, vaccinations, as I say, vet visits, all the medicines that we have, everything. And even, you know, the tarpaulins that we have to keep the dogs dry.
Yeah.
Everything is funded by wonderful supporters.
And people, if they want to support, if they're watching this, and I'll put a link below so you can donate. People can donate on the website, can't they?
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah,
And via
absolutely.
PayPal as well.
Yes. Yes.
And then there's also the option to sponsor a dog. What does that mean?
Well, you sponsor a dog, it means that every 3 months, every quarter, you will get an update on how the dog's doing with photographs and things of the dog.
Amazing.
And at £20 a month. Yeah.
And you know that dog's being looked after, and you're helping to support their well-being.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
And it's wonderful. I mean, the people who sponsor, they really put out all stops when the dog, maybe their sponsored dog's fallen ill or had to have an operation. We have a diabetic dog with special needs. We have 2 wonderful sponsors who pay for her insulin, which is really expensive. So people who sponsor dogs, they're almost like our lifeline. They really do help the dogs that they sponsor.
Amazing. And I'll put a link as well below so you can sponsor a dog if you've seen one that we've had on camera.
Yeah.
Or go on the website and have a look. There's profiles of a lot of the dogs there.
Yes.
Make a massive difference.
Yeah, it does make a massive difference. Yes, absolutely.
Thank you so much I know you're both very busy, for taking your time out to talk to my viewers and tell them a bit about the dog shelter. And if you are interested, then click on those links below and have a look.
Yes, please come and visit us. We'd love to see you, and love you to come and help us.
If you love dogs, then you'll love this place. It's amazing. It's like dog heaven, or maybe like dog lover heaven, I think. So thank you, guys.
Yeah, not at all.
Thank you.
Thank you.
It's so sad because her partner that she's been with for 16 years, they've been together for so long, their whole lives, passed away maybe about a month ago. And so now they keep going into the other bed. There's 2 little beds that are inside of there, and they used to keep to themselves in that corner. And she just keeps going and having a look in the other bed looking for her partner, and she's obviously no longer here. Oh, so sad, isn't it? I know. It's okay. The guys here do an amazing job. These dogs have been abandoned, and if it wasn't for this rescue centre, they probably would not have survived. So either they were being looked after by people previously who couldn't look after them anymore, and so they would either bring them to the temple, because a lot of dogs here in Thailand, when they're found on the street or they're struggling, they'll be just dropped at the temple and the monks will look after them, or people will drop them here if they've been injured or damaged. And so a lot of dogs that are here have disabilities because they've kind of been left. Hello. Okay. They've been left here because they either don't have working back legs, or they've got a damaged spine, or they've got a broken leg. And rather than people taking responsibility, I suppose, for them and getting them fixed if they are their dogs, they'll drop them here. Or they could also just be street dogs, which people have brought here because they know they need looking after. So it's actually quite harsh to see the reality, I think, of what injured dogs look like. But I suppose I'm quite lucky here, because when I'm seeing these dogs, I'm seeing them in their best condition with a disability. I'm not seeing them when they're coming through the door, and you know, their legs have just been broken, or they're really struggling. Like, they've been here a while and they've been well looked after, and they've got some good support. And so I was a bit apprehensive before coming to a dog shelter, because I wasn't really sure what to expect. I had expectations, actually, for some things, and I was like, oh, you know, maybe it's going to be nice to see all the dogs running around all the time. And then the reality is that they're not, because some of them aren't able to. But it's amazing to see on their faces some of the paraplegic dogs when they are in the wheelchairs and they're out and about. They are so happy. I was also just surprised how much all the dogs just get on with each other. Like, I was not expecting that they would all just settle and sit and be like this. Just the little connections that you make with all the different dogs. Like the ones that come up to you every day when you come in and just like come and tap you. You go, say hello. Or the ones that come and protect you when another dog's barking at you because it's not sure who you are, but they're like, oh no, I know who he is and I love him because he gives me lots of cuddles. So yeah, it's something that I wasn't expecting, was to kind of have these really deep connections with so many different dogs. I still don't remember everyone's name, which is really bad. But I just sit and cuddle them, and that to me doesn't feel like work. It's like, how can this be helping? But it is. And even like just helping some of the team here that are amazing, that do a lot of the heavy lifting. They're the ones sweeping up the dog poo, they're the ones cleaning the dog beds, they're the ones making the food, they're the ones giving the medication. Like, you know, the team that's here is just so good. They're like, they just get on with it and do what needs to be done. So from a volunteer perspective, I have felt like at times like I don't really feel like I'm helping, but I know that just being here and spending time with the dogs and giving them massages and cuddles is helping.